Hello and welcome to What the F*** Just Happened Today, your essential guide to the daily shock and awe in national politics. I'm Joe Amditis. Let's get to it. It's Wednesday, June 30th, 2021. Welcome to day 162. The House voted to establish a 13-member committee to investigate the January 6th attack on the Capitol. Before the vote, Nancy Pelosi said that day, January 6th, was one of the darkest days in American history. The mob sought to block the certification of an election and the peaceful transfer of power that is the cornerstone of our democracy. The vote was 222 to 190, with 2 Republicans voting in favor. Pelosi will select 8 of the 13 members herself, including its chairman. The remaining 5 will be appointed after consultation with the Minority Leader, Representative Kevin McCarthy. The committee will also have the power to subpoena witnesses and documents. Meanwhile, the Supreme Court denied a challenge to the pandemic-related federal eviction moratorium. The court's order means the CDC moratorium on evictions, which prohibits landlords from evicting certain tenants who failed to pay rent during the pandemic, will remain in place until July 31st. John Roberts and Brett Kavanaugh joined with the court's 3 liberals to keep the moratorium in place. In New York, the Manhattan District Attorney's Office is expected to charge the Trump Organization and its chief financial officer, Alan Weisselberg, with tax-related crimes on Thursday. The charges reportedly involve non-monetary fringe benefits the Trump Organization gave to its top executives, such as the use of apartments, cars, and school tuition. Moving on, Bill Cosby was released from prison after his sexual assault conviction was overturned by the Pennsylvania Supreme Court. Cosby was convicted on 3 felony counts of aggravated indecent assault in 2018 for drugging and sexually assaulting a woman in 2004. He served nearly 3 years of a 3 to 10-year sentence. The state Supreme Court concluded that Cosby's prosecution should have never occurred because of a non-prosecution deal Cosby made with former Montgomery County prosecutor Bruce Castor, who agreed not to criminally prosecute Cosby if he gave a deposition in the civil case brought against him by the woman he drugged and sexually assaulted. Castor is the same lawyer who represented Trump during his second impeachment trial. And finally, the architect of the decades-long wars in Iraq and Afghanistan is dead. Donald Rumsfeld, the Secretary of Defense under both Gerald Ford and George W. Bush, was 88 years old. Rumsfeld never expressed regret for the decision to invade Iraq, which cost the U.S. $700 billion, 4,400 American lives, and hundreds of thousands of dead Iraqis, instead insisting that ridding the region of Saddam Hussein's brutal regime has created a more stable and secure world. In 2004, human rights groups and a bipartisan Senate committee said Rumsfeld should face criminal charges for his decisions that had led to the abuse of Iraqi detainees at Abu Ghraib prison and terrorism suspects at Guantanamo Bay. That's all for now. You can find the links and sources for all of these stories on the main website. And as always, visit whatthefjusthappenedtoday.com for the latest news and headlines. Until next time, I'm Joe Amditis.